Today we are finishing up the first book with lesson 60, and it's called Finding a Fraction to Complete a Whole, which you've kind of actually already done a little bit of without realizing that you're doing it when you're subtracting. And it says how much of the pizza is left, so you're kind of figuring out the fraction to make it a whole fraction. Okay, fine. Here's my first example. It says 1/3 of the students are girls. What fraction of the students are boys? Okay, well, I know that I've got girls and boys, and together they make a whole. I'm going to draw a picture for you really quick. And I'm going to represent it as like a vertical fraction bar. And if I know that 1/3 is girls, then to make the whole classroom, what does that mean the fraction would be for boys? Samantha? 2/3, because I would have boys here, and I would have boys here. So 2/3 of the class would be boys. Okay. Here's another one. Tay found that commercials make up 1/6 of TV airtime. What fraction of TV airtime is not commercials? So again, if I were to draw my fraction, guys, if I were to draw my fraction bar, I know that 1/6 is commercials. Okay, so I'm going to put commercial. I'm going to abbreviate it. Which means that the rest of this is not commercials. So what fraction is not commercials?
5/6.
5/6. I have this one here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5/6. See how we're making up the whole with the remainder? We can't. All right, here's a question for you. In his science fair project, Nelson found that 6/7 of the mass of an apple is water. Which diagram below matches this information? Okay.
The first one. First one. A.
All right, why is it A and not B?
Because B has way too many.
What is B representing?
Water, not water.
The opposite.
The antonym.
Which means, it is the antonym. So if B is the antonym, then what is it showing? That apple is how much water?
The synonym.
1/6 water, not 1/7, not 6/7. So an apple should take up 6/7, which is all of this blue here.
And the 1/7 is food.
And then yep, pretty much. Okay, so A is the correct answer on this one. Okay, last one for the day, and then we'll get started.
Really?
Laxmi has read 1/4 of her book. What fraction of her book is left to read?
3/4.
3/4. Does everybody understand why?
Because it's easy.
Again, if I drew a picture and she read this much, then she has this much left to go.
Which is surprisingly
5/8 of the gymnasts were able to do a back handspring. What fraction of the gymnasts were unable to do a back handspring?
3/8.
Yes, again, if you need to draw yourself a picture, I am all for pictures, guys. Okay, so you would shade in 5/8. What do you have left? The 3/8. And then last one for the day. If 3/5 of the spectators were rooting for the home team, then what fraction were not 2/5?
Sore losers.
Okay, does everybody understand finding a fraction to complete a whole? Do we feel pretty confident about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your assignment begins on page 413, last lesson of this book.